Hello, amazing human. My name is Sarah Tynan. I'm the founder of the Quantum Business Academy and Scale with Automations. I'm so excited to speak to you today. I'm going to give you the three main pieces, all of which are crucial when you are wanting to scale a multi six-figure service-based business online. Now, if you don't have every single one of these pieces in place, this is potentially why you're really struggling. If you are somebody that is posting and praying, if you're launching and not getting the return, if you're investing so much of your time and your money and all of the things that you think are going to move the dial, but are not, you have come to the right place. Honestly, I know what it feels like to be there and to be launching in vain or to put so much investment behind something and to not have it quite work out, to pay all these coaches to try to figure out where the gaps are. I'm going to tell you right now, within this next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what the gaps are and how to fix it. And so stick with me because I promise it'll be worth it. But for those of you who don't know me, I have scaled my business to multi six figures within 6 months, up to $500,000. And honestly, it was a combination of these three pieces that I'm going to speak to you about. One of the pieces did come later, though. I wholeheartedly within my full knowing believe that business is multidimensional. And so if you're approaching business from just a strategic approach or just a spiritual approach, and you're not combining the three layers that I'm going to speak to you about today, this is why things are not clicking for you. And so I'm going to give you the keys that will start clicking things in place and for you to have these aha moments, for you to be like, oh my gosh, no wonder this hasn't worked up until now. So business is multidimensional. What do I mean by that? You have to understand how the quantum works. And I teach so much about the quantum. I teach about how to start tapping into timelines and how to see the timelines in the quantum and how to pull them into physicality. That's a big part of this business. I teach you about 4D, what I call 4D frequency alchemy. How do you use embodiments to speak to the universe, to pull that energy in, to land in the timelines that you want to experience? And then, of course, we have the 3D strategy, which I teach the most powerful strategy behind what's at the forefront of automations, what's at the forefront of media buying and messaging and AI and bots, and how to combine all these three things to have the most expansive, delicious, powerful business out there. Now, for me, if you combine the proper embodiments, if you understand how to work with the quantum and you apply the strategy behind automations, your success is guaranteed. And I always say this, right? If success is guaranteed, how would you proceed? You need to figure out how to make decisions from this standpoint. And so it's all about shifting identity. It's all about knowing the moves that you get to make in order to shift you into multi six and even seven figures. So I'm going to reveal all of that to you today. I'm going to talk to you about how I also took a $17 product and I turned it into a year's salary within 3 months. I think we made about $63,000, and this is the power behind automations, right? I'm going to teach you how you can do this too, no matter where you are at in business. And I say no matter where you're at in business is because I literally did this and started a whole new Instagram. I felt like I was totally starting from scratch. And so our strategies are designed to help you scale very quickly no matter where you're at. And I'm actually going to share screen and show you the real numbers and the real data and the real spreadsheets behind how I did all of this. Um, and again, I'm going to talk to you about how what's going to actually move the needle for you right now. Like right now, you can scale at quantum speed. You can scale at lightning speed, but you just need to have the right strategy behind you. And we're going to talk about that. So, who am I to speak to you about all this? And what is my methodology? What is my multidimensional methodology? Where has it gotten me? So, it's gotten me to scale quite quickly to over $500,000 in business. And honestly, I do it what I won't say effortlessly because it comes with some effort, right? You got to put the work in. The automations comes with some behind the scenes work and building, of course, which is what we do for you. The internal work is crucial. The evolutionary work is crucial. The ascension work is crucial. So it doesn't come without work. However, I am not trading my time for money. I have so much freedom and spaciousness within my days. And all of these results I got by not enslaving myself in order to have them. And this is the most important part because a lot of times people go into business and end up becoming a slave to business when the reason they went into business in the first place was to be free. My intention for you is freedom. And freedom and expansiveness throughout this whole journey is crucial to be anchoring in the right timelines and the right energy. And so my embodiments, the way I teach embodiments and how to undo programs that are keeping you stuck, have gotten me to places like Necker Island, where I spent 4 days with Richard Branson, have me speaking on yachts in front of multimillionaires, have me speaking internationally. I was spoke at the Beverly Hills Hilton and been in multi-million dollar mansions with some wildly successful people. I've crossed paths with the most prominent entrepreneurs of our time, and honestly, none of which I sought out to do, all of which I magnetized to me. And I am no different to you. That's what I want you to know. I am no different to you. I just understand energetics and I understand the dynamics of energetics so keenly. And I understand the programming that keeps people stuck and how to undo all of these traps, which allows these experiences to land in your timelines. So I do know what I'm talking about, and I do speak from sheer embodiment. So I want you to know that this isn't coming from me having read something from a book. This comes from me understanding how to reverse engineer why you're stuck from a subconscious level, how to undo all of this so you can literally call in wild experiences, let alone an abundant business into your reality as well. So I do feel I am qualified to talk about this. So let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Now we need to understand the quantum. And the quantum is a big part. I say energetics is a big part of your business's success, right? I would say, gosh, it's almost 90%. So a lot of what we do in the Quantum Business Academy is reverse engineering the subconscious and the programmings and helping you to understand what your mind actually is, which is a quantum navigation tool, how to start tapping into the quantum through your mind and pulling wild experiences into physicality just through energetic recalibration. And this is so insanely powerful and it's so exciting and it's so expansive. So step one in business creation is understanding 5D creation, which is what we do, which is a really, really powerful part of how you can literally get results at lightning speed through understanding all of this. You are a quantum being. Business is quantum. Business is multi-dimensional. If you're missing this piece, this is why business has felt hard for you. This is why you have been stuck. You have to understand the quantum, how it works, how to navigate it, and how to recalibrate it so you can pull what you feel like might be out here. It's not. It's just a recalibration to be able to have these wild experiences as well. Okay. Now, there's a whole story behind this, but we deep dive into this in the Quantum Business Academy. Now, I was a kinesiologist for years and years and years. I actually taught kinesiology at a college. And what I did was I actually worked mostly with entrepreneurs. And so what from there, what happened was I was able to understand the deeply embedded subconscious blocks and programs that were keeping these entrepreneurs from building and scaling. And I literally worked with the energetics of these entrepreneurs from 0 into 7 figures. And all we did was undo the programs. And so this is the 4D quantum creation, understanding these programs, which is what I show you in the Quantum Business Academy, and reverse engineering how to shift them all out. So again, these wild experiences come to you. So this is where it's you understand the quantum, you layer it with subconscious clearing, you layer it with mindset work. And honestly, if you worked with these pieces alone, you can't not see a change and a shift in number one, your business, and then number two, your reality. It is law. Your reality has to bend around your quantum shifts, which is why this is so crazy, crazy powerful, which is why my students get insanely crazy results. Okay. Which is why I have been able to get crazy results myself. So again, I speak about this from sheer embodiment and from sheer having lived it. And so, like I said, this is actually the yacht I was speaking at here was one of my clients. So just through the energetics, we didn't do any business strategy, just the energetics and shifting out the blocks and understanding what was holding him back. We reversed engineered him to multi-millions. And this yacht that he rented was about 60 of his clients, all millionaires themselves. And so I got to work. He used to pay me to work with all of his clients because we got such powerful results with just the energetics, right? Just the energetics. Now, when you combine that with some of the most powerful strategy, you truly become unstoppable. Okay. This is where automations are the best business asset you could ever, and I mean ever, invest in. I took a $17 small ticket product, of course, it's small ticket, and we scaled it to over $63,000 in 3 months. Now, this was me starting my Instagram over. I'm going to actually I'll share a screen and I'll break down the numbers for you. Um, it didn't matter that I had an email list, or it didn't matter about any engagement on socials. It didn't, none of the variables contributed to these results. And the reason why this excites me so much is that these results are possible and beyond, no matter where you are at in business right now. You just need to have a mission, you need to have a purpose, you need to tap me on the shoulder and say, how do we automate this and scale it to the moon? Because this is my genius zone. Now, automations, one of the reasons why they're the most powerful business asset that you will ever have is because it sells for you while you're sleeping 24/7. When people talk about, oh, sales while you sleep, automations, funnels, which is what I build for you, is what does this. Every single morning without fail, I wake up to congratulations, you have a new student, congratulations, you have a new student. The feeling that I get is honestly, I feel just as excited when I sell these $17, $27, $500 products as I do high ticket clients, because this is a proven concept that works. And for me, then it's just reverse engineering the data to scale it, which is what we teach you in the Quantum Business Academy. Now, the reason, again, why this is so powerful is because no matter where you're at, like I said, in business, these results are available for you, because it wasn't reliant on my Instagram. It wasn't reliant on my Facebook or TikTok following. None of it. It was the automations and the Facebook media buying strategies that we deploy and we teach you, that what goes out and does all the work for you. Now, the other thing is that I started a new Instagram over, and it scaled my brand awareness to well over 1,000 followers in a very short amount of time. So again, I'm not playing with the algorithm gods. I'm not dancing on socials to try and praying that one of my posts goes viral. It all does it for me. And yes, I am posting on Instagram, but I'm posting from my heart. I'm posting from giving true value that will hopefully, when people read through it, you can jump on my Instagram and have a look. It shifts paradigms for people. It unlocks codes for people to get them to understand what this next layer of freedom for them entails. And from this as well, from this one funnel, I organically call in high ticket clients. Now, I used to do launches, which was so high stress, and I could still teach you launch strategy because launching is powerful and it is a really good strategy for a once off massive cash injection. However, it requires so much of your energy. For me, it was so much money because I would invest a lot of money in my launches, which is so much pressure. But when you have an automation working for you, it brings in the high ticket clients organically. So it has eliminated my need to launch. The coolest thing about this is, because I'm all about energy, right? Is that no matter what my energy is, and I'm a generator by human design, because so generators, we expand out, we are very magnetic, but also we need to hermit. And so I build these systems based on your energetic blueprint, and the majority of human design archetypes do draw in and hermit. No matter what is happening with you energetically, you have a machine working for you on your behalf, which is so powerful. Um, and you never have to guess again. That's the best part about this, because when you play with the right strategy, it becomes reverse engineering a data game. And when you let the data teach you and you let the data show you, and we have bots doing this for you, I built some crazy powerful bots. I'm working with some of the best of the best in the industry when it comes to media buying, who are mentoring my students and me personally. And these people are working with advertising budgets of upwards of 150K a month. So honestly, when we have this knowledge coming in and helping you get yourself out there, you truly become unstoppable, which is very exciting. There's no guessing, right? It's all data driven. It's all letting the numbers speak to us and show us, and it gives us exactly the next steps to tweaking and optimizing and scaling. And this is where it becomes exciting. This is where you take a $17 product and you could actually turn it into a what would normally be a year's income and put it into a month, which is what my funnel's doing for me now. Whew. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you some real live numbers. Now, I think this is really telling because I meticulously tracked all of the data on a spreadsheet, every single sale, right? So we launched this funnel. It's called an SLO funnel, self-liquidating offer funnel. Now, the cool thing about this funnel is you're asking somebody to make a purchase up front. They're not just entering their email address to get a freebie, right? I don't really subscribe to those types of funnels. A self-liquidating funnel means because you're asking for a small purchase up front, whether it be $27 or $17 or whatever, it actually pays for your marketing budget. So again, the reason why this strategy is so powerful is you don't need to have a ton of money set to the side for marketing because it all liquidates itself. This creates an ecosystem of its own marketing budget. So the first month in February, we launched the funnel. Not life-changing results, right? The total revenue is $3,453. The ad spend was $1,935. We made $1,500 profit. So this month was ultimately just proving the concept. Is this funnel going to work? Do we have the assets right? And we teach you all of this. We build this out for you. And is the concept proven? Once we proved the concept, March was so powerful. We had over a $19,000 revenue month. I think we spent about $7,000 on ads, right? So this was just taking the money that was coming in through the funnel, reinvesting it, and then scaling it through the data. April, we did similar, about $23,000. We did a $9,000 ad spend, which was great. May was a bit of a funny month. Where is it? So we made around $10,000. We plateaued. Our ROI, which is my media buyer did this for me, was 154%. And then June, our goal is to do about $40,000. And we launched this funnel in February. So you can see how this is in and of itself is a multi six-figure income stream very, very quickly. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my slides. And again, the reason why this excites me so much is that it doesn't matter where you're at in business, we can reverse engineer and scale these results for you. Okay. Now, oh, we are sharing. That's what we're doing. So this is the funnel. So basically what we do for you, what this looks like is, and why this works is number one, like I said, you don't need a big following. You don't need an email list. You don't need to be pick me energy, showing up on socials every day, posting and praying, doing the big launching and hoping that the people convert and all the pressure of that. This is for you if you want to scale and do it understanding and embodying what true freedom and business feels like. I've done all of it. I've done all the strategy. And the launching worked. It worked for me, but there was so much pressure and stress and having to schedule them in and having to build out the endless strategy behind it. It's crazy, right? This does everything for you. And it is crazy, crazy, crazy powerful. Now, if you wanted to know what this journey can look like and how we can reverse engineer all of these results for you in particular, we have a intake right now for the Quantum Business Academy Scale with Automations. It's 8 months of multi-dimensional business bliss. We do a done for you funnel. Okay, this is the best. This is the best business asset you will ever have if you are a service-based business. Okay, we not only do that, but we teach you the ads mastery side of it. And again, I have some of the best in the business mentoring me personally when it comes to media buying and Facebook ads. So funnels are not just building out the back end tech and all the cool automations, right? There's a few different pieces that you need to understand. You need to understand the creatives and the assets behind how to build out the ad creatives. You need to understand how to build a really, really powerful offer that people are going to be like, yes, absolutely, no worries, opt me in. You need to understand how to do how to construct the copy, and then of course how to do the strategy behind the ads and how you launch all of that, which is what we do. I used to pay somebody $2,000 a month. Actually, Yeah, I'm working with somebody now who's mentoring me for a lot more than that. And we give you all these pieces of the pie. We build the asset for you. We teach you the ads. I have bots that basically dissect all the data behind the ads and give you step by step exactly what you need to do. So you don't need to be a data guru. You don't need to be a tech guru. I literally have um, AI telling you step one, do this, step two, turn this off, step three, add a little bit more money to this. So you don't need to be a master of any of this. It is literally as done for you as you can possibly get. This one funnel will become a six-figure income stream without a shadow of a doubt. Imagine if you launched two or three. First, we work on one, we prove the concept and we scale it, and then we can talk about other income streams. So this is the most powerful container. I've been in so many different business, high level business containers, right? All of them had the pieces. Some of them would teach you about ads, some of them would teach you about funnels, but then it's like, okay, well, then how do you build them? Some of it would teach you about the spiritual aspect of business and the energetics, but not really how to implement all of it and how to click it all into place effortlessly. You will not ever need another business mastermind because we cover every single piece of the pie that is required for you to build a multi six-figure income stream on autopilot. So, if this sounds exciting for you, book a call. We'll have a chat. I am not somebody that pressures. I don't need to have people in this mastermind because my funnels make enough revenue for me to not. And so if I don't feel like we are the right fit, if I don't feel like I can get results for you, well, I will just tell you and I will point you in the right direction that will lead you down the right path to get powerful results in business. However, if we are a match, buckle up because your life will change. Your life will change. So if any of this provokes you or activates you internally, if it excites you, if it expands you, take a jump, book a call. You literally have nothing to lose. Again, this is not a call where I'm trying to convince you or I use any sneaky sale tactics or any of that stuff. This is an alignment call. Is this journey aligned to you? Is this journey aligned to the results that you want? And am I 100% positive that we can nail this for you? If so, I will tell you what this journey could potentially look like. So if you have any questions at all, book a chat. I'm also available on email. You can DM me if you'd like as well on my Instagram. But if you want to go direct and if you want me to be able to answer questions for you on the spot, then there's a link below. Click it. Let's have a chat. And I look forward to building this six-figure, multi-six-figure dream out for you. I will see you on the inside.